probably not going to be doing any 2 years after school.
It's
you
all
go out there and you're a
diving.
tender. Yeah, they would rather unbolt the parts and bring them up to the surface and weld them out and then go back and reinstall them because it's cheaper. It's actually safer that way. So they only do underwater welding when it's like very critical.
It's a must-have.
Yeah, it's like this is the only way to get it done.
I never knew that. That's crazy.
Or
That totally
they'll
makes
put like
sense.
what they call a habitat down there. So like for pipe welding underwater where they can't, just cut the section of the pipe out, they'll build a habitat around it, pump it full of oxygen, you dive down in your scuba gear, you strip off all your gear, you put on like regular welding clothes, and it's just a completely dry habitat.
That's what
you
I
do your
want.
welding, and then you swim back
Make me
up
a
to the surface.
habitat like Luga the Lizard. I swim down.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tom and Dan, and we are doing a free pint glass giveaway courtesy of our great sponsor, Mo
Oh, wait,
Dewitt.
hold on. Yeah, there he is.
So basically, we dropped off a bunch of these pint glasses. One side has Tom and Dan Watering Hole logo. The other side has Just Call Mo logo. And we've got a lot of locations.
Not a logo.
Yes.
It's not a logo. It's a mogo.
We also have tied in some grand prizes for anybody who goes and picks up these pint glasses. So, Daniel, why don't we go over all the locations the pint glasses are at?
Okay, we got some new guys like a la carte. You can swing through there.
Yeah, that's in
And
Orlando.
That's in Orlando. We got Johnny's Other Side, also in Orlando. That's a staple. You can swing through there. Now, if you're outside of Orlando, you got Toll Road Brewing. You love that place.
Yep, Toll Road and Ocoee. We also got Cafe Da Vinci and DeLand.
Yeah, man. I mean, you could swing through there, catch a beautiful concert under the stars, and grab a pint glass.
Tuffy's Bottle Shop and Lounge in Sanford. Everybody knows where that is.
Indeed.
One of our brand new watering holes, Ailstone.
Have yet to go out there. Sam went out there and said it's amazing,
Yeah.
and you got to swing through Ailstone, get yourself a pint glass, and then of course, and these guys are wonderful. We know them, we love them. The Hourglass guys. Is it either location?
Both locations will have the
Nice.
free pint glass, and we're asking everybody, go buy a beer, ask for the free pint glass.
Take a picture of your beer in the pint glass because
Yes.
it looks cool, and the pint glass is cool.
And here's where we give away prizes. So once you get your free pint glass at any of these watering hole locations, take a picture of it and either post it on the BDM page or a regular social media.
Easy breezy.
Hashtag watering holmo. Again, that's what I'm saying. Hashtag
God.
watering
Mo.
holmo.
When I say this sort of can I curse at this video? When I say this stuff, you get all mad at me. But
Anyway.
when you say this stuff, it's like some
It's
genius
Mo
idea.
because-
Watering hole Mo.
No, because Mo DeWitt
I
is
know.
sponsoring it.
Watering hole Mo.
It's a watering hole Mo.
watering hole Mo. Watering hole Mo.
Anyway, use that hashtag. In a couple weeks, we're going to randomly pick a bunch of people to win prizes. Grand prize, a free night stay at the AirTND.
Well, I didn't approve that either.
And a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, go by one of these locations, grab a pint
They're
glass
awesome.
free.
And thanks to you guys, and thanks to all of our beautiful and wonderful watering hole partners. We're very lucky to be able to partner with these people, and they're awesome. So go support them and take a picture of those pint glasses. And remember, it's hashtag watering hole Mo. Andrea does this, and it gives me anxiety. When we're going anywhere, in my brain, I have exactly what I'm going to order loaded like I were the last man standing sniper, ready to fire, last bullet. Chipotle will walk up there, and Andrea will be like,
yeah. Crystal does the same thing. She starts looking at the menu as
and
if
I'm like, stop!
I'm like, what are you looking at? You know where they don't have that much. It's not like you're trying to figure out what you're in Egypt trying to like what they eat.
I don't know the translation.
What's the King Tut reference again?
Anything fancy he thinks is Egypt. Oh my. Hot, wet bitches. What? Why'd you do that? Let's shoot some baloney in people's twats.
Yeah.
Why did you? I'm here.
Yes.
I'm answering your questions.
Yes.
We should make a dick pact that if our wives both die, that we should marry each other purely for the business. This is my new impression of Tom.
Banks and business and banks and money, clients, plates that's spinning, and business.
Accidental D-head. I used to like to bang you with the socks on.
Yes.
Ridiculousness is better than MASH. All that Irish music is ruined for me. No. Don't let the bastard hold you down. But when I get home, the one thing that I want is just my wife Andrea's titties. Give me them tits. Give me that ass.
Roll 'em in the morning.
Give me that bush. Give me them fat ass thighs. Give me them feet. Give me foot jobs. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Fuck you.
You're listening to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan.
Thank you for downloading.
Yeah, you weren't really doing your style either.
Oh no,
You know,
music radio, like it's just not what I'm fucking.
I mean,
don't
well,
put
when
on
you're
songs.
doing it as music radio, you're good at it. But when you want to do your talk show and they're forcing you to throw some tunes in there, it breaks up the flow.
Yeah, when they went to 9 songs an hour, that's when I knew we were fucking done. Like we were literally no more stopping down. You'd have to do all your content over intros. So you'd look for like the Killers with a 26-minute intro, 20-second intro on Mr. Brightside or whatever to do content, and it was like this just can't fucking work.
I always used to make the joke that the guy screaming "Less talk, more rock." You are you are actually telling everybody that you don't. No one wants to hear your own voice.
Yeah.
Like when you're saying "There's less talk, more rock." All right, here's more rock. We're like, how long is your job going to be there? Because
Why
guess
don't
what?
you just not say that and we have even more rock?
Yeah. Soon they're going to be less and less talk until there's just all rock.
So you're like, let's talk.
I'm here to tell you about my own future firing.
We brought in a consultant. We've been listening to you scream "Less talk, more rock." Let's cut out the more rock part. We just want you to say "less talk," and then the next week it's like, just say "let's."
Can you just say "old"?
Less.
Yeah. And then
Just now, just go and then play the song.
See, I love mushrooms, and I got like a bunch of comic friends that do them a lot, and they're always like, "Come do mushrooms with us," and I'm like, I would have to block off a weekend and arrange for childcare. There's the fucking list of stuff I would do to have to be able to take shrooms is just I can't.
Man, I did shrooms twice, had a bad trip both times.
Really?
Yeah, didn't know what I was doing, so buddy of mine, I was like, hey, how much do I take? And he goes, take this. And I forgot what he said, and I took the whole bag. He goes, you took a big boy dose.
that's never good to hear.
I got high, crawled up to the corner of my bed, and watched the Case Anthony trial for like 3 hours. And I thought she was going to get me. And I wanted to leave the bed, but there was a hole, like a hole in the floor that went to hell. So I had to... In the meantime, my girl's like in the backyard, and I'm like talking to her on Twitter. By the way, I'm talking to her on Twitter. She's in the backyard, and she's like, "This tree is my friend, and this tree doesn't like that tree." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I see the devil." You know? So we had 2 totally different experiences. I can't do it, man. I feel like I have a knot in my stomach, and I'm gonna puke the whole time.
You also, I see, you
Great
have
dog,
the
but-
Dog for a Day program, which I might be interested in.
That is so wonderful.
What is that? Tell us
Okay,
about that.
So people can look on our website. They see a dog. We give the best descriptions. Good with kids, good with dogs, not good with this, good
Your
with that.
webpage is great.
We really work with them. If you're like an adult person and you can't walk really fast, I'm not going to give you a dog that's going to run 50 miles an hour and you got to hang on.
Yeah.
So we match up. And then what my thing is, it's like dating. You have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and if everything works out, you can stay overnight. Okay. And so the Dog for the Day can work out. And sometimes I've had a person had to come back in an hour because the dog just
Didn't
wasn't.
fit,
And,
right.
But we don't know. But that's what it's all about. Get to meet and greet. And then we do that also. If you see a dog and you like it, you can take it home for a couple of days, see how it goes. And they go, well, I said, it's better to test out now than test out later.
Hey, everybody, it's Tom and Dan to tell you about something. Well, we love to tell you guys when you can benefit. And right now, if you go to villainfl.com, you can get some money off some pretty amazing surfwear.
Yep, our good friends at Villain Clothing Company is offering 20% off if you use the promo code BDM during checkout.
Letter B, letter D, letter M, all together. You can do lowercase. I did that. It worked for me.
Yep, and get yourself some awesome Villain clothing. They've got beach wear, T-shirts, board shorts.
Yeah, light jackets. In fact, the one that I have my eyes on right now, they did a collection that my favorite hat, I gave it away at the Salty Sisters event, but it's called Be Easy. It's kind of like a laid-back Western theme.
Yeah.
So check out all the Be Easy stuff. The Dragon Point collection's on there. A lot of Satellite Beach goodness over there. So if you go to villainfl.com, remember the code is BDM. Oh,
for 20%
shut up. Fucking shut up. Enough of you. M-word. A lot of people don't know that Tom calls me that. Like, seriously calls me that. Do you see he put his Luca plant in the, he put it in the windowsill. I don't even think he can stand looking at it anymore after he passed.
Probably needs a little bit of sun, right?
Mm-hmm. What's going on, everybody? Let's give some hellos. We got Norm. We got Tracy. We got EJ. Hello, EJ. We got Just Jen. We got Canadian Josh. We got SJ again. Hello, SJ. What up, buddy?
I don't know. I just sit in that corner like I'm burning alive under these lights.
SJ, we got another app developer. I think this guy, it's all he does, and he is he's interested in programming it, so we might need you to help talk to him or pass the torch, or like we're just trying to get the best app. Do we need a new one? I think we do. How much did Paul raise for the dogs at Pints and Paws, Tracy? Oh, yeah, the video with Judy is fantastic because she's just so sweet. Ghost, I did go to Hooters, but I think I may have flapped my wing. And my wife is making fun of me because when I woke up this morning, I can't move. My right hip, not my left, my right hip is frozen. I got it to release about 25 minutes ago. I've been on a 10 of 10 on pain this morning.
Canadian Josh wants to know if you ate it last night.
Jesus Christ, man. No, I didn't. Because I did the night before. I cannot tell a lie.
By the way, Josh, I watched your TikTok about the flat Earth versus, I guess, round Earth.
Okay.
And I gotta say, since that Russian guy, what is he, a doctor, I think you said? He believes in flat Earth. I no longer trust him as a doctor.
I fucked myself up good at the Hooters dancing.
All right, I'm going to call this guy, Tom.
I flapped my wings too much, and I was 3 times older than every waitress in Hooters. And I didn't even pick fucking Hooters, and you guys are going to blame me, and I didn't even pick it. They said, where do you want to go? And I had nothing. And then Maisie screams Hooters, because she fucking loves it. Loves Hooters. But it's a fun time, man. And the food was good. Maisie is a connoisseur now. Her favorite food now is mini hamburgers. So she likes to go to a nice, like a flat top griddle, and they do butter their buns, and they do toast them on the grill. Yeah, it's good. It's like a diner burger. She ate the whole, Andrea's right. She ate her whole meal like so fast. And then another thing that only the Dennises would know, that Hooters has mini desserts, little mini shot glass desserts. Only the Dennises would know that. And Maisie loves their mini desserts. So trashy. Although she didn't like her waffle fries. She likes the Curly's. Old school Curly's.
Hey, Mike. You cool to talk with us now?
Old school Curly's. When are you going to let Uncle Danny take the van boys to Hooters after a day of diving. Right? Right?
You could do it.
Let me take them.
Just you and the boys?
No, Tom can be there, but he doesn't like fun. You're not going to get up and flap. You got to get up and dance. You got a hula hoop.
No.
You got a hula hoop. There was an old man in there with a cowboy hat, and they were all doting on him and fixing his hat because they knew he'd tip big. They're fixing this dumb old man's hat.
Oh, God, was it Gator Bill?
He was. Oh, if his name wasn't Gator Bill, I'd be surprised. He was Gator something. Gator Steve, Gator Jerry. But that guy, he was living his best life. Good as dead. Could have died at any moment, that man.
It might have been him.
Was Hooters packed?
Not packed, but we went early. We did.
And it's a Monday.
Yeah, Monday. But it wasn't.
Early bird Hooters.
Oh, not the early bird
That's
Hooters.
the early hoot. The early hoot gets a wing.
Mike's on line 1.
No one's going to believe that Andrea picked this either. Everyone's going to be, you pervert. You picked it. I'm like, no, I did not. No, I did not. I said mellow mushroom. Don't fucking lie, Andrea Dennis. Say I got outvoted. What line is he on?
1.
Oh, God. Hey, Mike, can you hear us?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, man. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time. And yes, my wife and daughter pushed me into going to Hooters last night, and I danced until my hip dislocated.
Oh, I love Hooters.
I see. This guy's a good American. All right, thank you for your service. Hold on. That's a good American. I'm glad we finally got some good Americans on the line. I'm taking the van boys. I'm warming up still.
Well, you say you danced. Is that like you did a windmill?
You just flapped your arms.
I flapped.
That's not really dancing.
That's
If
more
that
than you
hurt
do.
you.
It's more than what you did. You don't dance at the Hooters. What do you do? Stand there, look at Bovada, look at the sports, stare at the sports. They had a lot of sports. And it wasn't packed, but it wasn't slow. But it was hustling and bustling. I didn't realize how many sad old men go to Hooters to eat alone.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Definitely going to do that.
Well,
But I'll be going up there to see Maisie. Maisie will be working there. She said she wants to work there. She's continued this goal of working at Hooters. I'm like, it's fine.
It's most like you scared your wife away for a divorce because you're
my
too
wife
grumpy.
loves Hooters, so we just sit on opposite sides of the Hooters.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I was just explaining why there's a bunch of sad old men there.
Oh, right.
But you're so you have no spouse, but you're still horny.
Or
so.
you do, and you're hiding from her, right?
Yeah.
There's that. Okay, would you like to begin, sir?
Yeah.
Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer's here. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
The comedy and karaoke on the Queen cruise is June 17th.
You said
Saturday.
all of it, and you messed up the easy part.
Yeah.
How did you say comedy and karaoke on the Queen, but then mess up the date? Yeah, June 17th. You can go and do that. They switch like halfway through the actual the voyage. You know, they'll go like, hey, come on down. It's comedy time for you. Your karaoke time is over.
Yeah. It's and you can get discounted tickets at tomanddan.com.
And you get to eat.
It comes with the dinner, and it's all out of cocoa. So if you're over there on the coast and you're looking
idea, man.
for something to do for Father's Day, this is great local comedians, and they put on a dinner show. And then, we were talking about, there's karaoke on the top, and so they kind of.
Every time we say that, I want to say karaoke on the top, comedy on the bottom. It's the Indian River Queen.
Let's do a weird job.
All right. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna find the button. All right. Tom wanted to do a bit. He called it Weird Job Wednesday. Dan really likes it. Tom says that's bullshit. It's another Weird Job Wednesday. What are you doing? What is your job? Are you neat? Are you tidy? Or are you a fat slob? Do you make lots of money and you sit up in your tower looking down on all the people who are working by the hour? It's a Weird Job Wednesday. Just another Weird Job Wednesday. Oh yes, it's Weird Job Wednesday.
What's his name again? I forgot. I didn't write that down. All right.
Thank you, Tom. Wow, really? Is that the? That's okay. Hold on. Let's talk about that.
I was gonna go look, and then I was
Hold on. Let's talk about this.
I saw you look off to the distance,
Yeah.
and I was like, "It's happening again."
Let's talk about
It's
this.
I wrote down
happening.
what he did and not his name.
That's the medical marijuana, right?
No.
It's the concussions.
You think it's the concussions?
Yeah.
It's just that I'm trying to.
Is it Mike? Okay, yes.
I was writing down all my notes, and then I was doing 10 other things, and
Yeah.
what
What were the other 10
You gotta
things
up that Adderall.
There's 3 new clients coming on
man.
What?
in
This
July.
guy, the business department's out of control.
And then,
Meanwhile, we're talking into Shannon Burke's old microphone.
well, is there better ones?
Yeah, there's a way better.
How much better?
I gotta buy Sam a new pea
Yeah,
popper.
half of
'cause-
mine's gone.
Yeah, her thing's falling apart.
Okay, well, that's just some styrofoam or whatever the
He's
hell.
Gonna, he's gonna make me make one. I'll make one.
Styrofoam.
He's gonna make me make one out of a pool noodle because he's cheap as hell. I'm over there.
Well, buy
fashion-
that. That's fine. What do we need? New microphones?
We
These
need,
are fine.
well, I
These are
would like to
good.
buy some new camera. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
You forgot his name again, didn't you?
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Mike's on the line. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, guys. Doing good.
So, Mike.
God, all of our callers sound so disappointed when we talk to them.
Well, we forgot his name.
I didn't forget his name.
I
I
didn't
said
either.
I remembered your name, Mike.
Well,
It's par for the course.
If
so
I-
it's fine.
Oh man,
should've
the
just-
world's worst course. That's us.
Mike, so what is your weird job?
For 11 years, I was a cop, and 5 years of that, I was a digital forensic expert at a sheriff's office in Atlanta.
Isn't Shaquille O'Neal one of those? Remember that?
I think he's just an honorary.
Remember that?
officer,
He was
right?
like, "Hey, I want to get in the chat rooms and bust up pedophiles."
Yeah.
"Oh, he did that?"
Yeah, and they let him do it. They
my
let him
God.
do it. He's like, "Hey, I'm a little girl." He's like,
Could you imagine? So you're a pedophile, right?
Yeah.
I cannot imagine.
And
that.
then-
and you're a huge Magic
Okay.
fan.
Well,
You're a
I
massive
mean, you
Magic
could
fan.
kind
and you
of
loved,
imagine.
And you loved LSU.
Yeah.
You loved LSU.
I can imagine really anything.
Oh, my God.
Give me anything. Challenge me.
Yeah,
Challenge
yeah,
me.
I have an imagination. Anyway, so imagine you're a pedophile, and then you're talking on the internet to what you believe
is a little boy.
Oh yeah, well, a young child.
But
like
it's
pedophiles do.
really Orlando Magic and LA Lakers great Shaquille O'Neal.
What, do you ever get to find that out? Like when they
Yeah.
bust you because
Oh,
you
man.
show up at
Is
the
it
Mics
an
Are
honor?
Limited?
Is it an honor to get busted by Shaquille O'Neal?
Like, do the cops when you're in
It's
jail?
noteworthy, I guess.
Do the cops like, hey, remember that teen you
Yeah,
thought you were talking?
remember the
that
teen
was
you-
Shaquille O'Neal. Then you go,
And
what?
didn't even believe it,
what?
right?
And you're
Yeah,
like, and
there's
then
like
you're
no way.
Boom shakalaka.
Shack attack.
You're like, no.
Get him to sign your jail cell.
There's no way they believe. Sorry, Mike. Anyway, so talk about being a digital forensic scientist.
Expert, yeah. So before, I want to give a shout out to
Or investigator.
Home
whatever.
Home Floor Store. Those
Yes.
guys are great. Justin came and put some carpet in my condo at the beach, and in and out in 4 hours. They moved the furniture. Great pricing. They're the only folks out of Orlando that'll come all the way out here to Volusia County. So
Nice.
Well, thank you very much for using our sponsor. I'm sorry,
Great
Daniel's
segue.
making me laugh.
Great segue.
What are
into
you laughing at?
Shaquille O'Neal pedophile coming into talking about.
We'll cut
great,
that part out
great
for
one of our
Justin.
There you go,
sponsors.
Justin.
Only
Justin's fine.
Only
He's-
we would do that.
He's a real man. He's doing work.
Only we would
Get
do
to
that.
work.
Get to work. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah. Adam Floor Store is great.
It just hit me. It hit me. It's very funny.
Yeah, me and Daniel had all of our floors in our house redone by
I
At
can't
Home.
stop crying laughing.
they're
So
great. They're great.
So, Mike, I said scientist, but I meant investigator. So, what does that exactly mean?
Yeah, so I was a sworn deputy at a sheriff's office and specialized in the processing recovery of evidence against phones, computers, laptops, servers,
Check
all the
the
technical,
DMs.
all the computer stuff.
And most of the time, you're pulling probably like unsavory photographs, right? Or a lot of time, are you pulling like text messages
Yeah,
and
phone
maybe
record.
photos of
Mhm.
weapons, or is it mostly the
Yeah.
the
And like
gross
cell
stuff?
phone
Oh.
pings on towers.
Yeah, all of the above. All of the above. I mean, I'd say probably about 75% of my cases were sex offenses,
Ugh.
and the other 25 could be anything: homicide, credit card fraud, stuff like that.
It was probably
But-
like, and I don't mean to be at all crass when I say this, but it was probably a relief when you got murder and credit card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would imagine that you get enough of
Yeah.
it, like, oh my God, with the underage, this, that, and the other. Like, get out of here, you nuts.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Mike, I'm curious. I remember a while back, like the FBI or some sort of authority was they were trying to get Apple to give them some sort of master code to get into phones because they were having problems breaking into like suspects' phones. You know, like
you got to tase them and then hold their phone in front of their face.
So, how do you get into a phone, let's say, that's locked by a passcode, and the guy obviously won't give it to you?
Well, early on when I started, they were dumb phones, right? So you could just plug a wire up to it and you'd pull down the information. But over time, right, these manufacturers were making them more secure, and eventually, you know. But when iPhones first came out and Androids first came out, we could hook our stuff up to it and get it off readily, pretty easily. Nowadays, ever since the manufacturer started putting those hardcore locks down on it, now luckily these devices are putting data in the cloud, and you can subpoena directly to a cloud environment. You know, if you have to get it off of there, I've heard everything between. And again, I've been out of the business for a few years, but they either subpoena the judge to force the owner of the phone to unlock it, or
put your thumb on it. Do it.
Yeah.
Thumb it. Thumb your phone.
Well, how would you force them to unlock it?
You get subpoenaed by a judge. Otherwise, you go to jail.
Yeah, but then every time they hold it in front of me, I make a funny face. I'm like,
Yeah, but what if the charge for whatever they're going to find me guilty for is worse than the charge for not getting? Because I'll just be like, no.
I'll eat my thumbs off.
I'm not doing it.
I killed my wife.
Exactly.
There's evidence of killing Andrea on my phone. I'll eat my thumbs off. You're not unlocking. I'll eat my face off.
The subpoena for, like, I guess, you know, or
the obstruction of justice.
I will
smash.
But it's not that. Rub
less than murder or whatever.
I will put my face on the sidewalk and rub it down the sidewalk.
So, yeah, do people ever refuse?
I don't know. That's anecdotally I've heard from guys still in the industry, in the business. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what they do nowadays. But when I was doing it against phones, we had a couple of handheld devices you would plug in and suck all the stuff down to USB and hand it to the case agent, and you didn't even have to look at it. So
that's also kind of exciting that you can do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like it's tangible. You got the phone, you plug it in, download all the stuff. Gotcha.
So, Mike, what happens with like a home laptop that is password protected? How do you get in that?
Yeah, so as long as the hard drive is not encrypted.
What are you doing?
I'm just
what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
I'm just curious if you start having a guess passwords.
No. No, I do have a funny story about that. But as long as the hard drive's not encrypted, we would either make a forensic image of it or just pull it, take the hard drive, and hook it up to our software. And our software does a lot of the heavy lifting. It sorts stuff, filters stuff, puts it in time, date, and all this cool, reporting it can do against hard drives. So we don't really bang through it like a normal user, right? So
that's crazy.
If it's encrypted, we had a case with ICE a few years back.
Ice Cube or Ice
Spice?
Ice Spice? I like Ice Spice. Have you seen the video of her just dancing naked?
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
No, La Migra.
Okay.
Immigration customs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
You're
Anyway,
making dumb jokes. Sorry.
Oh, it was a dumb joke. I see it.
This is a nerd.
He's like, you idiots. You don't know anything.
Ice Spice.
Sorry.
The computer was password protected and encrypted, and they had to go in and make sure the computer was logged in and do all, like, it was really touchy for a while there, but we were able to get the computer up and running, and then the GBI, the Georgia version of the FDLE in Georgia, was able to do live copy of the system, but had it not been logged in, they wouldn't have any way to get into it. So
the Georgia FBI is really just a crock pot. All it is.
So, Mike, I know some real smart computer guys, like our buddy Joe.
Are you threatening me?
Jimmy's buddy, Code Black, and like some of these guys, I'm convinced that they know how to never let anyone into their computer by, you know what I'm saying?
Encrypting it.
They know how to secure the, like Joe, like my friend.
Like IP address, like it just changes. Like it's all,
no, he's locked out.
There's no way. Like even the FBI couldn't probably get into it because there's so many redundancy things.
At some point, it reaches a point where you can't.
Right.
It's an impossibility.
There's layers. I mean, the best guys, they'll make a mistake somewhere, and you can put layers in front of it constantly, but someone's going to slip up, and all it takes is one slip, and you're caught, right? I mean, I chased a guy all over the world, basically, with his IP address until he just got lazy and used the local McDonald's IP hotspot.
Oh, you idiot.
You finally got me. I was at the McDonald's.
You had to get the McRib.
I was going to get away with the diamond. I envision just like a French, big, long, like a Carmen Sandiego villain. You know, you're chasing him around, and then
I don't know, he's in Georgia.
He just had to have a steak McMuffin. You had to have it. The craving for that steak bagel. The steak bagel.
So
everyone loves the damn steak bagel. Even Interpol, they show up. Even the criminal minds will stop for a steak bagel.
So eventually, someone will slip up and be caught.
Yeah, they're human. Nobody's perfect.
I just thought that you can get the computer to do the work for you, so it's constantly changing things, so you could never be, in perpetuity. Like, there's no way to get caught because they built in so many, protections and codes and IP address changes. And
what's the most amount of infractions you've ever found?
Like, charges, like criminal charges.
Yeah, I'm always surprised when they go to. It's like they show the old man and they're like, and he was in his trailer, which was 200 square feet, and he had over 60 million images. I'm like, 60 million images? What are you even doing with that?
Yeah, well, we would pull up arrest or file arrest warrants with the exact number of files in possession, and then the DA would bust it down to like one, or something. But I guess around 200 or 300. I don't know. I don't know exactly what we would list on the affidavit. But.
Did you pop anybody famous?
Oh yeah.
I can't talk about that, but
damn it,
we did.
That's the good
we
stuff.
We did have a funny story. There was some animal rights activists that were going into people's yards, and again, I wasn't real happy about this case, but I had to do it because there was a case that I supported my own or supported other detectives, but also had my own caseload, right? So these women were going, and we're talking like Lake Mary type affluent, type ladies. They were going into people's yards and releasing their dogs, like they were chained up or they thought they were mistreated or whatever. Well, turns out one of them was married to a professional athlete in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And
Deion Sanders.
I'm not going to say who, but
Andre Rison.
It was kind of awkward, right? Like we're like, it's a misdemeanor. It's not that big a deal. Why are you doing this? And I'm asking myself, why am I doing it? Like I've got, felony financial crimes to deal with, and I'm trying to find pictures of dogs on these ladies' computers.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time, but it's still part of your job. Is you're gonna have the dumb. You're gonna have the dumb stuff too.
Did any case come down to just your investigations? Like you kind of broke the case with things you found?
Well, yeah. My first case ever that went to trial early on in my career was an arson case, and I can't remember. It was like a church of some kind, like a Seventh-day Adventist, something like that. And it was a member of the church who actually burned the church down. And but looking at his computer, he had written.
I'm going to burn the church down.
Yeah, he did, but he wrote it like 10,000 times.
Yeah, that's what crazy people do.
That's the shiny.
All work and no play.
I think this guy's going to burn the church down. What made you think that? Well, he wrote it 10,000 times in his phone. There's some child porn in there, too.
There wasn't much physical evidence. I mean, in an arson, right? They knew it was an arson, but they couldn't pinpoint who it was.
He Bart Simpson chalkboard.
He put on his line
He wrote it down 10,000 times in his phone.
You had to have thought, once you set the fire, you're like, oh, man, I should have wrote it 10,000 times.
I like the idea of Mike sitting down and he plugs the phone in, right? And he's
well,
like,
case
and
closed.
he's like, no, but he's like, let me see. Let me just take a peek. Let me just see if there's something here. And the first file he pulls up is a Word document. It's just 10,000. I'm going to burn the church.
Do you even bother to count them, or you just say, he wrote it multiple times?
Right.
A lot. So, I mean, look at just a screenshot.
I think you got to count them.
Show the jury a screenshot, and then you're like, oh, yeah, guilty for sure.
He's good.
Yeah, I think I did count it. There's like 600 or so. It was just an enormous amount of these things.
Yeah, because knowing government the way I know government, he has to count it. It's part of his job.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't count it, the person gets off.
Now, Mike.
Exactly.
So it sounds like you know computers. You worked for a police organization that probably most people in the organization didn't know computers, and what that tells me is you most likely did a thing that I've always wanted to do if I worked in a tech industry around a bunch of people that don't know tech. Is like any task they ask me to do that I know is super easy, that takes like one click of a button, I will exaggerate how long this process will take. I'll be like,
you nailed it.
I know lazy.
Absolutely.
And then when
he
they're
may
like,
not know tech, but he damn sure knows
when they
lazy.
ask me to look up the IP address, I know the computer does it. I just have to hit enter, but I'm going to be like,
but
that's
it's
going to take
slow button press.
I'm like, that's going to take me some while, and they don't know, so they're like, okay, well, good luck. You need anything?
And then
you
if
need
you
some
forget
donuts?
to do it, go like, it's taking longer than I thought.
And then you
it's
just
taking longer than I thought.
You surf Facebook, you listen to Tom and Dad, kick your feet up, you're staring at the ceiling.
You nailed it, Tom. Right on the money. Absolutely. I was the only smart computer guy in the SVU CID,
Georgia.
and so you're absolutely right. They'd be like, "Oh man, I got all these computers. It's gonna take forever." And I'm, "Oh man, you're about a month out, buddy. Sorry, But when I first started and I brought the forensic capability to the agency, I had to give an in-service training to like uniform cops, detectives, you name it, right? And it was all about like when to collect computers and why computer evidence is important, right? That kind of stuff. But like 2 days later, I get woken up at 4 a.m. for a computer crime. And I'm thinking, all right, cool. I got my first case. Here we go, right?
Boom.
I'm going to make a name for myself. No. I said, if you use a computer in the commission of a crime, well, somebody beat somebody to death with a keyboard, and they called me.
Oh. So a physical keyboard.
You're,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't mean to laugh so hard.
No,
Someone died there.
Insensitive Tom.
Correct.
I still don't know if they did it on purpose, like they were messing with me,
Hey,
or
let's
they
haze
literally thought. Yeah.
Maybe it was just a in case.
Yeah.
We're going to contact the computer guy because
What
the
do we do?
computer
What do we
technically was involved.
It also sounds like a joke from a meathead that he
Yeah.
saw that in a movie. I don't
yeah.
think anybody really beat someone to death with a keyboard. I don't think it's possible.
Gary
Your fist
Larson Far Side comic.
Well, the keyboard, what does it weigh?
I mean, the old school ones, you can
8
do some
ounces.
damage. This one's aluminum.
What
It
is
would
it?
break over your head.
your fist will do more damage
Yeah.
than the keyboard.
I love that, though. I do love a good story like
that's
that.
the jocks bullying the nerd.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I tweaked it for dramatic purposes. It was an assault and battery with a keyboard.
Oh,
Okay, the
okay.
victim didn't die. All right.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So, Mike, when it comes to like a criminal committing a crime, if you searched, if you search for something in Incognito, does that matter?
No.
Okay, so why do they even have it?
Well, it's for
Just
a wife.
for your
It's
wife
for your
doesn't
wife.
find it?
It's not. Yeah, it's for your partner.
No,
not.
it's for marketing purposes. So, if you search for, I don't know, at home floor store, right, in Google, and you don't make it incognito, then they know that you're you're looking to shop for flooring or carpet or tile or whatever, right? But if you use incognito, their ads won't identify you as a possible customer. So that's kind of where, and I'm sure there's other stuff too, but yeah, if you use incognito or private browsing or anything like that, it still shows up on the hard drive. It's still searchable and carvable, recoverable, but yeah.
So how do you search for something and no one knows?
Use a library or something, if the device is in your possession, the history's going to be there.
He's right.
Well,
yeah, you can't.
But then they see me at the library through the video cameras, and then they see me on the computer, and
This
then
guy's got his pants down.
and
in the
then you
What are you
come in.
planning, Tom?
Huh?
What are you planning? Do we have to worry about Crystal here?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how to get away with a crime here, or just talking
You
it out
can't.
with a
Here's your
professional.
device. Sorry,
well,
you can't.
Well, there's got to be. What if I go to Best Buy and buy a computer, brand new, right?
Okay.
And then I guess
You
any.
beat someone to death with it?
No. Like, how would I get away with searching something and then
I got you.
throw it in the
I'll
river?
tell you exactly.
Throw it in the river.
I'll
right?
tell you exactly how to get away with it.
Okay.
Here's how you get away with it.
All right.
Okay. You go there, you buy the computer on your credit card, okay? You then take that computer either to the office there in Baldwin, or you take it to your house and you hook up to the local internet, your internet. And then you search, do whatever you need to do, okay? And then you just throw the computer away.
Yeah, but there's
throw it
still
in the river. I called it.
But my point is,
In the
there's
river.
still a record of what you did. So if they can
Yeah,
trace that back to you, it's an impossibility. There's no such thing as searching and being.
Well, how can they
anonymous.
trace it back to you? The IP address?
I don't know, like fingerprints. I mean, I don't know.
It's what's in the river.
Well, I mean, it could still hold skin oils. I don't know. I don't even know how.
Well,
That's a whole.
You take your handkerchief off and you wipe the keys
again,
off.
My
I've seen
point
it.
my point is, it's look. I don't think that.
Well, it's becoming harder and harder to get away with
Yeah.
anything nowadays. We're probably the safest we've ever been, or at least it's the hardest to commit a crime than it's ever been, right?
I'd say so, yeah.
He's dead.
You know, because like think about it, like with your phone, we all
There's
have
way more ways to track you.
Yeah. There's so many cameras. We got a phone that has it's pinging cell phone
All the
towers.
time.
Like they have a way to search any of your history you've ever searched. Like even if 2 years before you killed your wife, you just went into Google.
Yeah, I
you're
know.
like, how to
ChatGPT, I'm planning on killing my wife in 2 years.
And then you
But
forgot.
that doesn't guarantee that you're going to be found guilty.
No, I
remember.
know.
That's true.
But
That's true.
But someone like
It would
Mike,
for us because we're pretty stupid.
Well, yeah. So
all the things I've Googled,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
they get me for crimes I never did.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, that's why she keeps it on that magic laptop. That thing is a land of nightmares.
Oh yeah.
So, Mike, how, you don't have to say the exact amount, but someone in your position that works for a police organization.
Yeah. Trying to make your job feel more important than it is, though it's relatively
Yeah.
easy because the computer's doing all the heavy lifting.
How much
Right.
could you make doing that?
Well, I don't do that anymore. I make a lot more now. I don't live in Castleberry, Tom.
Wow.
Wow.
I knew it. I could tell. That's from working around cops.
Yeah.
You got
This
a
guy-
bully
But,
mentality.
This guy definitely.
I'll be honest.
Uh,
In Florida, cops make more generally. So I would say, a cop in Florida could probably make around 70. I want to say. I don't. But in Georgia, it was like 50 to 60.
That is.
I had to
Yeah,
do
but it's
side
all the
work
cheer
and-
wine you can drink.
were you? But hold on. Were you making the same as a regular police officer?
Yeah, maybe same as a detective. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you get a gun, or did they go, no gun for you, nerd?
Yeah, I had to do all the cop stuff, but I didn't really carry it in the office. There's no point.
Oh,
right?
I would.
Did you wear like the necklace with the badge?
Did you
never
wear-
left
Those
the-
are cooler,
He's
right?
like kicking
That's
down doors.
embarrassing.
Did you wear gamer headphones to let people know that you're a digital cop? You need something digital. You need like gamer
Digital camo?
headphones. Yeah, you need something digital.
Thumb drives around my neck.
Okay, thumb drive around the neck. We'll accept that. We'll accept that.
Did you keep your gun in your top desk drawer? like a,
Yeah, next to my bottle of whiskey and the one bullet.
Oh, now you've offended him. Now you've really offended him.
Well, I'm just saying, why'd they even give you a gun? You're just at the office.
I know, that's what I said. He's the nerd.
Well,
Look, what are you going to do?
I went on
Shoot
search.
the
I went on
viruses?
arrest and search warrant. So
What are you going to shoot the viruses the computer gets? There's nothing you can do.
I guess you're in the house, but the cops have already gone there, or like secured the scene. So it's not like
They're like, no one's here. Everyone's gone. We arrested him. And you're like, I'll be out of here. I got my flash drive.
I don't even need to carry this thing.
There might be some teens.
No, you're absolutely right. There was really no functional need for it. I mean,
Thank you.
I had so much damn equipment, and I was carrying all this equipment in, and I'm like, do I really need this 3-pound frying pan on my hip? You know?
Thank you. We appreciate you being honest.
So, Mike, thanks for telling us about your weird job.
This is a really good one, man.
What do you do now, by the way?
I'm in cybersecurity. I work for a private company now.
Oh, I know what that means. You're spying on the ex-wife when she's cheating.
It's the big companies that's where the money's at, right?
Private.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which
locking down the internet on Epstein's island.
By the way, government, let's put some more money into this. We need our government to have the best.
Detectives are so underpaid.
Well, I'm just saying we need the government to have the best cyber security, not the businesses. But we're not gonna.
They won't pay.
Yeah. We're building. Yeah. We're still building tanks in the desert. Put the money where the technology is, or why are we building tanks?
Diesel tank.
Anyway.
Well, it's good money at the federal level. At the local municipal level, really not. But at the federal level, it's pretty decent. It's pretty comparable to private industry.
All right.
There you go.
Well, Mike, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, man. And we appreciate you listening and being a part of this, okay?
Yeah, PDM 1095 for life.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate you. Get your meme ready. Warm it up. We'll
drowning in memes over there.
Yeah, we'll talk to you very soon. Yeah, that's
gotta start shack attacking that.
I should have never said
fault.
that. Yeah.
That's your fault.
I keep screaming. I'm gonna check. But
And
some
you don't
people
vet
are.
any of them. You don't vet any of them.
No.
Well,
None of them.
I think
they're
Wild
all
Wild West in there.
195ers.
No.
All 195ers.
Some of them aren't even paying anymore.
Yeah, some of them haven't. Like some of them aren't even 195ers.
No, they won't do it unless they know they're 1095s.
No, incorrect. They love to fly it right in your face.
Like you're not carrying your piece into Buffalo Wild Wings unless you have a concealed carry.
Right, because there's
I
a
guess
sticker
not
on the
anymore.
door. There's a sticker on the door.
Anyway, all right, we'll be right back.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're gonna go.
All right. That was a fumble. Where's this go?
Wednesday one.
What's up, man?
Hey,
He got lost in Baldwin. Go figure.
It's very easy to do.
He's like, I'm here, but I'm lost. I'm like, hold on.
Come grab a seat on the couch. Okay. That's Daniel and Sam.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. Happy belated birthday too, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Very nice to meet you. Yeah. We'll put you right there, and there's headphones for you. You'll be on that microphone. I just gotta hit the restroom real quick.
All right.
You need a drink or anything?
I'll take some water.
All right. I'll grab you one on the way out.
I got one.
Audio.
This is nice.
Thanks, man.
Pretty sweet, right?
It used to be nicer, but as with anything, you spill and you live in it. And
bottle water.
was that Wednesday 1? Sam?
Wednesday one, yes.
Regular water. Or no?
Well, we do, but it's gonna be out of the RO system we got.
What's the RO system?
It's
like a
bottled
water-
It's
water
just out
purifier.
Of a spigot. Yeah, we have a big water tank, and it's it's just like bottled water, except it'll be in a glass. But some people don't like that, because they like to open it and make sure we didn't
I grew up drinking out the water hose.
put our booty on it or something. I don't know. People get weird.
Yes, they do. I'm cool with it. I appreciate your offer.
14.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Very
no
much.
problem, dude.
Oh man.
Okay, there we go. Now I can hop to the restroom.
You got the sheet I printed you?
Yep.
Good. Think Tuesday 1?
Yeah, I think Tuesday 1.
So this will air tonight.
Appreciate y'all for letting me come through.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
Nervous
Yeah.
about it.
No.
No, Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Oh, yeah, because
yeah.
it's your first time headlining, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
your
exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm nervous about it.
And you live locally, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in Orlando now. I've been, been here for like 10 years. What station is this on? So I can...
We're on Twitch and on YouTube right now, live.
And then it'll play on 104.1 tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. Tonight at 7. Then we'll release the podcast at the same time.
4.1 tonight at 7?
Yes.
All right. I like your shoes, man.
Oh, thank you.
Those are cool.
I stole these.
I gotta step up my shoe game.
I used to be a shoe connoisseur back in the day, but between bills and student loans and stuff, do that no more.
They're expensive.
Yes, it is.
I got my first pair of like real nice, like limited edition shoes
What were they?
And they're the Run the Jewels, the Dunk Highs.
Yeah.
The purple with the pony fur, I guess, and all the hidden little bells and whistles on them because I love Run the Jewels. And I wore them one time and already splashed them and got them. I got to get used to that, right? You got to be okay with.
You got to spray some protectant on.
I did. Yeah, they're all right. They're fine, but it was just one of those things where
if they get scuffed up, it'll eat at Daniel till he melts down. He has to put them in in his closet.
Case.
No one ever see him.
Yeah, only I appreciate them. We're warming up again, by the way.
Yeah, I feel like we'll talk about shoes.
All right, and it's Dewayne, right?
Dewayne Williams.
Dewayne or
however it comes out.
No, I want to say it right, Dewayne.
Yeah, that's how people pretty much
right.
say it.
I don't want to mess it up.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
I'm sure, like, you know. It's
I don't know where the E comes from. My mom.
Dewayne.
Yeah.
Dewayne, but it's cool. I mean. All right, Mr. Van, bring us back.
Yep.
3.
No, we're starting.
Start us. 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha, our producer's here. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
So this Thursday, we've got a comedian on the couch that he's headlining for the first time at the Improv.
Really cool.
I like it.
Now,
because
is he a Florida boy or is he a Louisiana boy?
Louisiana all day long. All day long. Come on now, Shreveport, Louisiana.
We got to get into it. Start talking about it. That's where the food there is just like unbelievable.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Dewayne Williams is here. How you doing, Dewayne?
Thank y'all for having me. I'm doing good. How about y'all?
Thanks for being here.
See, I right off the bat, Dewayne, you have a great energy, right? You're not beaten down by the local comedy scene like
not yet.
Maybe some like
I'll get there.
Like our buddy Ken Miller.
Oh my God.
Leave Ken alone.
Beat him down and he's mad.
He's mad and old.
And just bullies EJ. I love it. But anyway.
Ken bullying EJ is fantastic. I'll get my crown.
Ken Miller, who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Tall guy, glasses. Yeah, never heard of him.
We love some Ken Miller, but yeah, you do. You have like a fun, youthful, like a cool energy.
Yeah. So
that we don't have.
You're headlining for the first time at the Improv on Thursday, and you said you were nervous about it. And usually, all the stand-up comedians we talk to, they never say anything about being nervous. I don't know if that's
I always get nervous.
They're lying.
Yeah,
they're lying.
I agree.
Or at least they never vocalize it to us in an interview. Like, hey, I'm nervous about this set I'm about to do. They always because you have to go in there with a certain confidence, I guess. But so I like the fact that you admit that you're nervous because
it's real.
Improv is probably the most famous stage in Orlando, right?
In the country, actually, like comedy chain wise, club chain wise, yeah.
And so, but it's gonna you've done your set so many times. You got to be confident it's gonna go well at this point, right?
I mean, of course, but it's the no matter how many times you do it, you're still nervous. Like, I'm still nervous. So these comedians that say they aren't, I think they full of crap.
Yeah, I agree. It's like people that say tattoos don't hurt. I'm like, you're crazy. Like, how long have you been doing stand-up? When'd you start?
A little over 6 years. I started March 2017.
Right on.
And
so, you got a couple of years in, then the world shuts down.
Yes.
So how were you getting your reps? Like Tom and I are always talking about, like, getting your reps in and practicing.
Well, you're in Florida, so it helps.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We're only actually shut down for
a
6
couple weeks.
months.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you end up from Shreveport to here?
Well, I did an internship at Disney World.
Okay.
Called the Disney College Program.
Hell yeah.
And,
I heard there's some crazy parties in the Disney College Program.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair
I'm not allowed to talk about that anymore, but I heard if you've been a part of that, it's like Eyes Wide Shut with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like, I heard it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I stayed in my room and read my Bible. I didn't do that stuff. Nah, I was chilling.
So how does that program even work?
You have to be in college at least part-time, and you have to apply. And it's a pretty cool internship. Like, it's really dope. You get to meet people from all over the world and get to work and live with these people. You get to learn about different cultures and stuff. And it's a different life from where I came from and how I grew up. So it was like an amazing experience. So, and I still have those friends to this day. Like, I still talk to them. We still keep in touch.
That's so cool.
Hang out. Some of them still live here. All over the world. It's pretty cool.
It's almost like
it's a weird bonding experience,
it
right?
is.
Because everybody's going through the same
It reminds
craziness.
me of like exchange student almost, but it's not. It's like
well,
you're
some
going.
of them are.
Yeah, but like for you being from North America or being from around here, maybe it's a little different. But you're still meeting and like learning and like being able to observe different cultures and what they think is cool and interesting. So I mean, it shapes you.
Yes,
right?
and not to sound corny or
No.
cliche.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised how much we are all alike in this world.
Yeah.
The way that we think and act and how we feel and respond to things, like it's a small world.
Yeah.
Not to quote Disney, but it's a small world.
That's not corny at all. It's just
Everybody's
true.
the same for the most part. Like,
Yes.
we pick apart each other's differences
We're all
online,
human.
and then it's like we're all doing the same stuff.
It's hard, man.
Like
this stuff's hard. Everybody's out here grinding.
Yeah. Like if you put like people from opposite sides of whatever your political beliefs are, stuff, you strip them all nude. You put them in a room and you have them survive.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I'm just saying, you realize, like, okay, well, everyone's a human. They want to eat. They want to sleep, they drink. They want to have sex. And there's it's like, all right, we're all just animals.
Exactly.
That we just
strip me nude and put me in the room.
all these nitpicking political beliefs, and everybody's like, oh, this guy's totally different than me. Oh, it's the same.
I used to say that. I'd walk up to ladies. I'd be like, I'd like to strip you nude and put you in a room because we're the same.
I don't think you can do that, man. You might go to jail.
We're the same. We're the same.
Oh,
we're
yeah,
all the
but
same.
yeah.
Let's get nude.
All the same.
But, okay, let's talk working at the parks because
you work at the parks?
Yes, I actually work
Hell yeah.
at Universal Studios and Disney World.
Yeah, I did a little snooping. I saw
I
you
did too, and I didn't realize that they allowed that. Because I think before, back in the day, you could not,
You had to
because they
pick
were
one?
competing.
You had
Yeah.
to pick
I was
one.
like Pepsi and
Yeah.
Coke.
Chevy
Oh,
Ford.
right.
It's like NASCAR. It's like you can't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, before it used to be pretty strict.
Well, you're a young guy. Like I think for an old timer like me, I turned 47 yesterday. So I think if I were working at the parks, I would have been one of those guys where that's like, hey, it's a new thing. Like it would have been like you're either a Universal guy or you're a Walt Disney World Parks guy.
Yeah,
but that's stupid.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I
I'm glad they
agree.
changed it.
I
It's
agree.
dumb. Like,
You should be able to do all of them.
Well, now,
because,
like
if
they've
you're
relaxed a lot
talented-
of their rules too. Like you can show your tattoos now. You
Yeah.
can have facial hair now. Like that was all.
I hated that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
No facial hair. Like
Yeah.
I hated
But
that.
you do the safari, right?
Yes, at Disney World, I drive the safari truck at Animal Kingdom.
I've probably been on your safari ride before.
One of us has.
Yeah.
Because I've taken my daughter
I've
on
done it
that.
for 10 years, so
Yeah.
there's the odds are I have been on his
And
safari.
it is, I deny anybody to ever say a bad word. I love that ride. I just love that ride. I think it's great.
So
yes, it's a pretty cool job to do. I would hope that you haven't been on my safari simply because if you have and you don't remember me, that hurts my feelings.
Oh, I
I like
You're
that.
right. I
That sets the
apologize.
bar
Yeah, you
so
see-
high.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like that. I like that.
So let's talk about that because I imagine as a stand-up, like any opportunity to get in front of any crowd, no matter
And
if,
they make jokes like
yeah,
But it's all part of it.
But it's also even if you stick to the script and you're allowed to make a little joke here and there.
Well, you have to
Obviously, it's
control
within
it.
Disney,
You
but
have to control
but-
the group.
But just learning to the give and take of the energy of the crowd, and the reps of doing that, crowd after crowd, because those is kind of like a mini boot camp for a stand-up, because even though you're not doing your material per se, but you're just getting those micro reps in front of an audience. Is that true?
It's somewhat true. You're on the microphone. You got a truck full of people,
Yeah.
and you have a spiel where you learn about the animal facts.
Yeah.
And you say whatever animal facts based off of what you see. So we are not encouraged to tell jokes, but every now and then if something happens, I know for me if something happens out there, I don't even think about it. I just say something.
Right.
And most of the time the people laugh and they think I'm, maybe somebody think I'm doing it on purpose. No, that's a real reaction out of me. Like if an elephant's taking a dump and I'm like, man, he's dropping it off over there, ain't it? And I'm like, I'm not saying it to get a laugh. I'm being serious. Like I just an intrusive thought.
You're commenting on it. Yeah. I can imagine.
Thinking out loud.
I can imagine Disney not letting you go too far. Like,
Please do not comment on the elephant dump.
like, that rhino reminds me of Trump. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that.
No,
Rhino, Republican in name only.
Anyway.
Everybody knows what that means.
Now, we had a BDM meetup at Animal Kingdom once, and notoriously, we were talked to at the end of the ride and got kicked off because somebody was singing at the top of their lungs Lion King songs.
Yeah.
It was not good. It was not good.
Yeah,
Wait, could you repeat that? I'm sorry. I want to make sure.
We had a Jeep full of our listeners,
Okay.
right? And we had a meetup at Animal Kingdom, and they had been imbibing in some alcoholic drinks, and they started scream singing "Circle of Life." And we got a talking to by the mouse. And we had one specific woman who said, "Do you know who my uncle is? He works here. He's the manager." And so, and we're like, "Shut the hell up!"
Boy, that
Uncle,
liquor.
And I just
Scrooge.
that was the last Disney meetup we ever did.
That liquor, boy. Woo.
Yeah.
I like how your uncle being the manager.
And then she
of
got
some
off the Jeep and started
restaurant.
smoking a cigarette, not even in a smoking section. Mwah, classy.
Also, it is
She's no longer a listener.
an odd thing to get
she's
mad at
moved on.
If you're Disney, because they are singing a song that you
Yeah,
created.
but you're disturbing me.
Yeah, you've been obnoxious and being loud for nothing.
But it's not like
But you do have to handle that, so that's part of your job.
Oh, yes. You have those guests who don't know when to shut up, don't know when to sit down. Like, hey, could you please sit down for your safety?
Yeah.
They just steady stand up.
I mean, because you're in charge. I mean,
So-
bottom line is, right? I mean, you're the guy that's...
Or they're making corny jokes.
Oh, right.
Trying to take over the
Well,
show.
that's like heckling.
Let's talk about that, because you had a lady try to climb on the stage drunk one time, correct?
She didn't try. She succeeded.
Okay.
she got up there?
Oh, she
she
got on
got
there.
up there.
Successful.
Yes.
Oh, no.
And that was so weird because the stage was like 4.5 feet off the ground. So she had to stand on her stool.
God, that's as tall as
and
I
then
am.
climb on
God.
stage like that. And she almost did it twice if the door guys didn't catch her and brought her down. And then the headliner got up there. She tried to do it again, and she flipped them off, and then she got kicked out.
Oh, Lord.
Now, if someone's doing like, there's all these videos of like fans getting on the stage and like some sort of performer kicking them off with their feet.
Well, yeah,
or
like in rock
punching them in the
shows.
face.
I feel like in rock show, that was a rock show thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You get on stage, and then you got Axl Rose.
And then-
he boots you off the stage.
Yeah, but aggressively.
Aggressively,
yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be up there.
And then people would I give the musicians flack for it. They're like, "Oh, you didn't have to be that violent."
Or a
But
girl came up behind Afro Man. He's like
Afro Man,
punches her in the
a
face.
rapper named Kevin Gates. It happened to him.
Yeah,
Some lady
Kevin
grabbed him and he
Gates,
kicked her.
yeah.
and then like in the comedy world, someone tried to rush
Dave
the stage
Chappelle.
with Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
and then the security, they
broke him up good.
Oh, man.
They
It was,
bent his arm in half, and they gave him a beating behind the stage. Anyway, but like, and people are like, "Oh, you didn't have to be that violent." But I would say, be like, I don't know what this person like.
Right.
Once you get on the stage and start coming
You gotta
towards,
knock
It's
him
fair
out.
game.
You got to knock him out.
Yeah, like
It's got to be incapacitated, right? Like I feel like.
this person could have a knife. He could,
Yeah.
he could harm you. And now it doesn't help when the person's obviously drunk and opening their hands up for a hug, and then you knock them out.
Still,
You know?
still not if you stay in the seat. Actually, this has happened twice to me.
Really? Why so much?
I don't know. It happened that night.
And you're a tall guy too. Like
I did
would've-
like the second video that was posted was her talking to you, I'm assuming after the show.
Yes.
And her friend was like, "Don't take a video of my wasted friend."
Oh,
I was like, well,
Like, no,
I
we're gonna
mean-
get this on tape, lady.
Yeah. She's at her
She kinda
worst.
deserves
Tell
it.
video.
Why do you think people do that?
I don't know.
Are you too nice?
No.
Yeah, because you do come off
You're
like
nice.
a super nice guy.
Her
But you're
excuse.
also tall, so I would imagine. Like I'm trying to weigh this out because like.
Yeah, but your demeanor is so nice. I
you're
feel
nice.
like you're not going to punch me in the face.
No.
No, I wouldn't do that, especially because it's a woman. Now,
hurt
if it was a
somebody.
man,
You'd
I
hurt
would think twice
somebody.
about it. But her
Yeah.
excuse was that she thought I was handsome and funny.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
think
You know
that.
what?
You could have told me
Hold
that
on.
after the show.
Hold
Like,
on. I will say, if you're gonna tell me what
oh,
you
she
did,
was horny, bro.
that is the correct answer. It's wrong. All of it
Yeah.
sucks, and you shouldn't have done it.
No.
But that is the correct answer.
I mean, my self-esteem did rise like 2 points, but still, lady,
Yeah.
stay in your seat.
Yeah,
Like,
couldn't
thank
don't
control
you.
ruin
herself.
The, yeah,
She had to
don't
rush
ru-
the stage.
Don't ruin the show.
But what's your plan once you climb up there? They have no plan.
She's gonna
right?
make
No
love
plan.
to it.
She's
She's gonna make love
Blacked
to it.
out drunk.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
she
okay.
said she wanted to tell a joke too.
No.
So she tried to grab the mic, and for whatever
Oh my
reason,
God,
I said,
you guys
know
could
what?
be a comedy couple.
I said, go ahead and tell your joke. And she just said, I think you're handsome and you're cute. And I was telling a story about how my ex-girlfriend scratched my car up. And she said, you didn't deserve that, but you're so handsome and you're so funny. I said, thank you, lady. Now sit down, please, before you get put out of here. Like,
You
yeah.
have to go home. Yeah.
Were people booing her?
Yeah.
Because what I have found is the rest of the crowd is not a big
They
fan
get
of
mad.
hecklers,
No.
or people
not.
that disturb the show and ruin it for everybody, and then it's just one person. And I feel like if the rest of the crowd, if there was a vote, and you're like, should we openly beat this person on stage.
Yeah.
I feel like the most of the crowd
Everyone's
would
gonna, like,
agree.
beat her. You have to beat her up.
Would be happy about
Well,
it.
I didn't want the show ruined, so I tried to keep it light. You know, I tried to.
Because you're a pro.
Yeah, I tried to make a couple of jokes about the situation, about her, and she got down. But the second time that she tried to get up, like, hey, lady, like, gee, I roasted her then. I didn't care.
Yeah. You grew up in Louisiana. Where in Louisiana?
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay.
318. So I'm North Louisiana.
All right. How was that compared to Orlando?
Oh man, day and night.
What's it like? What's it like in Shreveport?
Man, look, I love my city. I love where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know,
is it anything like, because like all we know, at least all I know, I mean, I'm ignorant to it. I've only been in New Orleans once. Just passing through, got a little bit of fun, nothing crazy, never really partied. And then I went to Baton Rouge one time, and that was cool. Stayed with some people there for a couple of days, but that was more of like just being it seemed like being in a Florida neighborhood.
Well, those are the three biggest cities in Louisiana. You have New Orleans, you have Baton Rouge, and then you have Shreveport.
Yeah.
And
is Shreveport coastal?
What you mean? Like no, like we're close to the Texas border.
Okay.
And then Arkansas border.
Okay, gotcha.
So historical city, a lot of history in Shreveport. A lot of casinos. We have like a gambling city.
They still make you build a casino on some sort
the
of
river.
body of water.
Yeah, we call it the boat
because
it's actually on a boat, and those boats are stationary, but they can move if necessary, like if the river rises or something like that. Yeah, we can.
I've been to those casinos, and I am frustrated by the fact that we live in a society that
he's got a gambling addiction.
No. But
he does.
Not an addiction.
What you like to play?
No,
everything. What does it?
I'm a blackjack man. I love blackjack.
I want to learn how to count cards. It's the only way to win. That's the only thing.
I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I'm a blackjack man. I don't do slot machines because I know that's rigged. Like
we just talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, that's rigged.
Well, the thing is,
that's just money for the house.
The odds are in the house. I like to try to make positive EV bets. So I'm a sports gambling guy.
Okay.
Now, all casino games you're going to lose eventually, but you can have fun. It's
Welcome
like, I'm not
back to Chucky and the Greek.
To be
on
honest,
Real Radio.
I've won more times than I've lost.
Now you probably play like by the book blackjack and
actually no.
I
have this in mind. First and foremost, you have to keep this in mind. You can't beat the casino. You will not be able to break them, okay? So
you can count cards and break them. I'm just saying, like, there is
but
that way.
But that's
you got to conceal it. It's harder. It's a
that's a balance.
It matters how many decks there are. There's a lot of them.
Let's say you go to the blackjack table and the minimum bet is $10 because we used to have those there. If I go in with $40, I say if I lose this 40, that's it. You gotta set a limit for yourself.
Yeah. Put a boundary.
Put a boundary on.
Yeah.
I'll put 10 down. Let's say I win $40 off that first 10. So that means I have 40 plus the 10 I started with. I'll stop.
Okay.
I will legit stop. I used to go with my friends a lot. One of my best friends, D'Angelo. I would sit there and watch him. I won $50, and I would sit there and watch him gamble for like 5 hours.
Singer D'Angelo?
No, man.
With the V? He doesn't have the V anymore.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's more like a Q now. His body's off.
Yeah.
He fell off.
He still does the dance.
Yeah, he left that V in the 90s.
But I would watch him gamble for like 4 or 5 hours straight. Watch him lose, win, and I would just hold on to that 50 that I won.
Yeah. Well, that's the way. I mean, if you win, stop playing because the longer you play,
see you again. See you next time.
It's a mathematical impossibility that you win over time because the game, the odds are in the house's favor. Except if you play by the exact rules, then you got a 50-50 basically still in the house favor a little bit. But then that's when you start card counting a little bit. I'm not advocating cheating, but if you learn how to do that,
you're advocating cheating right now. That's exactly what you're doing.
It's giant casinos. What do I care if you steal their money?
Whatever.
I mean, and they'll eventually catch you no matter what. There's a whole Netflix documentary about a guy that traveled the country hitting every casino, and it's a grind to even try to do that.
Miserable.
And
I wouldn't want to do that.
Eventually, they kick you out. Like they see, all right, this guy's winning. He's cheating.
When you think about it, it took me a while. I think you and I were talking about it one day, and I got home, and I was thinking about that because I was like, oh, I'll watch the documentary. And then I was like, wait a minute. If this guy succeeds, he loses.
Well,
Because
they just
if
stop
he,
letting him
If
gamble.
he gets to be the best at it, he can't do it anymore.
They'll kick him out.
That's torture,
Hey,
right? Like to be the best at it, but they're like, sorry, you can never do this again.
But that's winning to me. If I ever get to a place where some sort of sports book stops letting me gamble there, I won.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Now I'd be frustrated because I just got to the point where I could win over time. You know, like I could pick out. But
It's
they'll
like
see,
going up
they
to a
see-
guy at an amateur fight and saying, "I'm sorry, you can't fight these guys."
Yeah, you beating them up too much.
You are now a professional. Your hands, you can't do it. Man.
I'm taking too early lines. I'm taking advantage teasers. I'm doing correlated parlay. Like they see my betting history. They're like, no, this guy limit him.
Get him out of here.
And they'll limit me to $10 bets, and then that's when you win.
Which lets you know how jacked up it is, because if you're mad that somebody won a couple of thousands of dollars, if that, and you are a multi-million-dollar come on, man, like don't do that.
But they don't need, because they want the people that think luck is on their rubbing some sort of rabbit's foot.
You got a pet rock in your
or
pocket.
staying at the same slot machine for 8 hours.
Man,
warming it up, trying to. You can't
had
warm
a
a slot
lady
machine.
go. I forgot. I don't even think I told the story. I had a lady go off on me on the last cruise that we did before the world shut down. Because I just wandering through. I love slot machines, but I also know what they are. I make no I don't ever say I'm good at, or hey, look, I crushed it. You know, I like the ones that you can put some money in and play the dumb game for a very long time.
Just hit the button, bet all.
Yeah, and if I could just sit there for a long time, connecting Elvis's blue suede shoes while it plays his music or whatever, I'm into it, right?
And you get the bonus
But
game,
if you take an old lady slot machine and she got up to get something, and that was
well,
the
you
one
can't do that. So you were wrong.
No, I was.
Yeah, okay,
you're
you
right.
knew that.
Yeah. I mean, like, she was correct in giving me the heat. I shouldn't have taken it.
You know, I think they have Blackjack open now at Hard Rock.
They do.
Yeah.
I played a few times.
I feel like, okay, you can
This will be your comedy gambling buddy, Tom.
You can become a
you guys
dealer.
can go over there and hit the blackjacks.
Well, I was thinking about this. As long as you're not too greedy, I feel like you can have someone get a dealer job there, right? And then you could slowly just siphon money over years.
Oh my God!
Just by
maybe Dwayne's our guy.
You can't be too greedy, but once every 2 weeks, a couple of friends come in, and then you have some signals where they just what your bottom card is.
Dewayne Williams is not responsible.
That's our signal.
For what's being said right now.
It's just something. Now it's hard if you just take little increments of money over time. Like you could just siphon off probably $20,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Over time.
Hey, Tom, you know the police are outside, right? They waiting on you.
We just talked to a cop, actually.
Yeah, we did just talk to a cop.
It would be hard for the casino because to catch that small amount.
Right.
It's really when they come in with teams and all of a sudden they notice patterns and they're like, oh, wait a minute, this person lost way too much. Like, because again, it's just a mathematical equation. They know it. So that all of a sudden some dealer loses more than they should. They're going to start investigating them more. But I feel like you could pawn off
that guy again.
No, man, because my aunt's a dealer.
Huh?
My aunt's a dealer.
Okay.
And she was doing blackjack, and I was at her table. She didn't have no mercy on me. She took my money.
Well, she doesn't want to lose her job. I'm saying you go into it.
Well, she's an honest human.
Like, we're
talking about us.
Dwayne, let's say the comedy thing doesn't
I'll vouch
pan.
for her. She sounds like a
Dwayne,
wonderful lady. I'm talking about us right now.
Here's how we do it. You get a job. Let's say you're like, screw this comedy thing. I'm going to start.
We can still do the comedy. He doesn't have to get rid of comedy just because he's going to join our crew.
You're right. Okay.
Look,
so
just because you're joining our crew, that's what
I like
I'm
how
calling
he's
it now.
trying to get him to quit comedy to help him steal money
To go
from
to
a
jail.
casino.
It's our crew. We're calling it a crew now.
He doesn't want to be a part of the crew.
It's called the crew. You're part of the crew, too.
I'm out of the crew.
You're in the crew. Oh, my God, you're the mastermind. What are you
No.
talking about? You're the connect the dots lady.
No, you get
You're
in
very
there,
important.
and then
They call you mainframe.
and I'll wear disguises, and it's all about the disguises. This is where it's
gonna
at.
You really thought about this,
Are you
haven't
gonna
you?
bring your beard
dressing
back?
up.
Bring your beard back.
I'll have the fake beard, and then
my
I'll
God.
one time I'll be like a
Yeah.
sheik.
I catch him in the bathroom. I'm like, dude, come on, you can't go brown.
What you got in that
be
cup,
white.
man? You are really.
Well, when
You
I
can't
care
go
about
brown.
getting
You gotta go
canceled,
white sheik. You gotta go white sheik.
He really thought about this.
Yeah. And then
He's got the spirit gum and the hair on there.
And so you really it's the high rollers. Like you start
Give me
impersonating
your
big
chic accent.
whales.
Show me your chic accent.
No,
Because you're not going to be able to do.
I have a handle.
comes back
I
to the
pretend
whale.
like I don't speak English. I have another another, like I'll get Gannon.
Sir,
I'll get Matt. He'll be my talker. I need a talker.
Yeah,
I'll just be in the,
okay,
the Sheik
Gannon's
outfit.
too sweet. I don't think he
you have
could
to
pull
ante
this off.
up. You have to ante up, sir. Give me your Sheik. Give me the Sheik.
No. I pretend like I don't know English. So okay, you be the manager.
You'll be in jail by the end of summer. Like it's over.
I'm like, hello. Welcome to the casino. We're glad to have you. Oh, you must be the Sheik. Oh, that's Shaquille O'Neal. It sounds like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's
I
me
think
whispering
the
like Shaq, yeah.
to my
Sheik just
handler.
said boom shakalaka.
And then the handler does all the talking. I just sit down.
Who's your handler?
I pretend to have a big bankroll. And then the key is to make ridiculous bets at first. It throws them off. They're like,
This
guy
Sheik
doesn't
is
know what he's doing.
crazy.
But then, Dwayne, you're giving me the signal.
What's
and
the
then,
signal?
And then
What's the signal?
And then all of a sudden, I make some. The betting patterns is how they catch you. And then you make
What's
some.
the signal? What's Dwayne's signal to the Sheik?
Just some small.
This is the signal right here. Handcuffs.
Okay.
No,
You
no,
go to jail
no.
like this?
No.
And then you go.
Get him.
He just scratches his nose.
And you give a little. Okay, so the Sheik sees you scratch your nose, and then what do you do?
What if he has an actual itch though?
No.
Like right now.
No. You're disciplined. Sam, we practice this.
Oh,
We're in some sort of warehouse practicing before we do our
Practice in
grand.
a warehouse?
No, I've seen how in the movies.
Yeah, this is.
We have to practice in the
This
warehouse.
took a crazy turn.
Is it a dress rehearsal? Are you dressed like the Sheik at the warehouse?
But everybody at the table has to be a different character. Sam's in
What am
there.
I?
Sam's the.
Sam's got him pushed up. She's got him pushed up big.
She's
got him pushed up.
Yeah.
Sam is a law-abiding citizen.
Yes, she is.
And she's actually playing poorly because you want the Sheik to
The
win
Sheik
the big
likes
money.
your breasts.
Sam's playing poorly, but then she'll get some money. She'll.
What am I faking an accent too, or no?
Well, you're like more like the
You're
Dolly
Natasha.
Parton.
You're
Dolly Parton.
You're from Tennessee.
Dolly.
Do I have to wear a razzle dress?
Yeah. I mean, you're over the top. You're there to distract
Who am I?
everybody.
Who
The
am
pit
I?
boss
Okay.
gets distracted. You are an unfortunate M-word.
Hey, Tom.
In a wheelchair.
Tom.
Oh, they put you in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Here's some advice.
It might be
for
better
you.
for your back.
Here's some advice. Number one rule in criminal activity.
Yeah.
Don't talk about criminal activity, especially on the radio.
No, okay.
Oh my God, we're on
Well,
the
I
radio
broke
right
that
now.
a lot. But that's where you throw them off. There'll be no way he's talking about it and then actually
You just gave them the
doing it.
blueprint. You
There's
just went on a
like-
7-minute rant.
He's like, there's no way the Sheik will ever. He doesn't know Dolly Parton.
It's if I did it, this is how I did it. It's the old O.J. Simpson.
If you're egregious about it, you're telling everybody. Like I
You got to fly it right in their face.
Yeah, Epstein was like, I got this whole pedophile.
Yeah.
He
He's
was
like,
screaming
"Look,
about
Oh,
it.
don't worry about it. The next time
get your kids.
No one believed him.
next time you at the Hard Rock, state troopers will be waiting for you.
The
You
local
won't even make it in the
authorities-
building.
The local authorities don't even care about getting because they're like,
They're on
screw
the
this
tank.
company.
yeah,
They're
you gotta
making
give them a
enough.
kickback, and then they're
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give him $50.
Yeah. But and there's no more mafia, so they don't break your hands anymore. They just kick you out, what's the, they don't
I like that.
They just trespass you.
And that's coming from the Sheik.
It's not like the
Oh my God.
1950s Vegas where they rough you
Next
up in
thing
the
you know,
basement.
you're digging your own grave in the desert.
yeah.
That's the worst too. When they make you dig your own grave, it's hot, and you're digging. And
I
the
wouldn't do it.
vultures flying over.
Yeah, just kill me.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
you dig the grave.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
sit
my
down,
last.
and then the person's like, "I'll kill you." I'm like, "Well, what do I care? I'll be dead. Shoot me." Then you have no one to dig my grave.
Yeah. Then you'll be throwing your tie behind you, you're digging the grave, sweaty and mad at my corpse. Anyway,
So in conclusion,
Thursday.
yeah, a lot of casinos in my city, but there's a lot of talent. My city's beautiful. I love my city, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, thanks, Dwayne.
Thanks for coming in, man. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and good luck with the show on Thursday.
Absolutely, thank you.
Sorry, we're so crazy. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I do feel like lately we have to apologize to everybody that comes in.
Nah, it's all good. I just
we get like psycho. I
Sorry,
don't know what
sorry.
happens. Something takes over, and then we become Sheik and Dolly Parton.
This Thursday, theimprovorlando.com. Get your tickets. Dwayne Williams.
That's the worst one ever. Write
He was
that
doing
down.
his he doesn't know English thing. It's fine. He was the Sheik right there. That was the Sheik.
Dwayne Williams,
There you go.
Thursday at the Improv. Get your tickets. It's his first time headlining. Support a local comedian.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it, man.
thank y'all for having me.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. All right. Nice job, y'all.
Sorry, ridiculous.
Thanks for being here, dude. That was super fun.
He's like, I regret coming here.
No. We just go in a crazy direction.
Where's this go? Say?
That is Tuesday
that was
1.
Crazy.
All right. We
Man, thank y'all for the opportunity. I really do appreciate
it.
it.
Here.
Yeah, please
It's
come
really
back
nice to
anytime.
meet you.
Anytime you got any local shows you want to.
Yeah, man. Always hit us up if you have anything to. And I'm sorry, my back's all screwed up, so I'm like moving around like a weirdo. But
it's all
man,
good.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and thanks so much for
you
coming
too,
in, man. Really means a lot to have all these local guys that are doing great come in and hang out with us, man.
Okay then, well shoot, and no more blackouts. So let me know where you want to go.
Okay.
There's no more blackouts, so I got you. All right.
Awesome. Yeah, and
hit up this mall and do a little shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Good seeing you, man.
Thank you, dude.
All right, we got 2.
You want to finish Tuesday 2 there for 12?
Yep.
We need 12 for 2 and 12 for 4 because we did 28 with Pat last week too.
Corey Kentner says, I was seriously in tears listening to Tom's confessional when you talked about the Ninja Wharf. Ninja Wharf. He goes, I'm sorry, it will get you in trouble with Crystal.
She'll never hear it.
It is funny. Ninja Wharf is funny. That was my stomach. That was my stomach. I'm dying.
They said Tom chased him out to talk business.
No. I think that was overwhelming.
Scared Dewayne.
I had
He's super
more
nice guy.
stuff on this list to talk to about, and you went into the whole casino thing.
Yeah, the Sheik was there.
I like cheating a lot.
Someone clip that.
Oh my god! All right, here we go. What are we doing?
12 minutes for Tuesday 2.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome back to a corporate time. What are you laughing at?
Somebody go to the Castleberry Sheik.
No.
It cracked me up. I'm sorry. It made me old man laugh. But Castleberry Sheik. God, and the Iron Sheik just died. And do yourself a favor. Look, this is a plug for who I think is one of the best broadcasters of all time. But you can go to YouTube and just search Howard Stern. And they did a tribute to the Iron Sheik yesterday because he passed over the weekend. And you can just go and watch it. I think it's like 7 minutes long, and it's great.
Oh, it's all his appearances.
It's just got everything. No, but it's the best. It's just got everything you need. If you just need a little bit of the Iron Sheik, who is arguably one of the crazier of the guests.
Was he
inappropriate?
Well,
old
no.
man.
Did he know what was going on? Because
no.
There was a
Dumb
time
old
that
man.
me and Daniel
clueless.
used to watch Iron Sheik argue with Artie Lang dressed as like another
he didn't know that was
impersonator.
Artie. Too stupid to know.
Okay, so what was it? He
Dumb.
legitimately, or was he playing a character?
No.
And behind the scenes, he was.
No, he was all real. That's what makes it so great, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't laugh as hard at it if it's not real. Because then it's fake. Then you know it's fake. And then your brain disconnects and you don't like it. But you know that's real.
Yeah.
It's so authentic because the things he's saying are so, like, who would say those things? You're not supposed to say those things. You shouldn't be saying those things.
Oh, man.
And then you have to treat him with kid gloves, too, right? You have to be.
How did he
you
manage
have to
his career?
He had people that I guess would manage it.
Handlers?
Yeah. And I guess he just, some of those guys, they are crazy, but they're not explosive crazy, meaning they're not gonna.
They can keep it together. They can
Yes.
show up.
Yep.
As long as they show up, then
Yeah.
that's all you need
Correct.
to do, right?
Yep.
And then and so you're as a manager,
and that's what you want. I think that's what you want in a character on a show. Like, and we have some characters on our show. We've certainly never had anything like that. Man, if we did, I mean,
that's the Jordan.
That's
of
the
it.
Jordan,
Yeah.
right? Seriously, like a
that
Beetlejuice,
doesn't exist.
An Iron Sheik, a Beetlejuice, a When Did the Slow Adult, any of those? Those are all like LeBron, Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Like you're
Of
naming the
90s,
greatest of the greatest. Now, yes, we've had some goods. We've had a couple Scott Skiles. We've had a Penny Hardaway, maybe.
Yeah.
We've had a.
They're hard to keep around though.
Yeah, they are.
They drift off. Then
The best ones though are the ones that are so unfortunate.
maybe we should give them money to keep them to come back.
They don't want that. It's not about the money.
It's
It's about the
fame.
opportunity.
Yeah.
But like some of them, you
Isn't
want
that-
them to be so crazy that you think they're unmanageable, but they're manageable.
The only one you do pay is Seth.
And he's the most normal one.
And he's the richest one.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah. Well, it's because he says horrible things about himself, and I figured he'd have to pay someone to say that that's actually doing damage to his brand and his image.
Yeah.
So I feel like giving him $100 for that is a fair trade.
It makes you feel bad, right? Okay.
Yeah. It was just like you were saying horrible
I've
things.
never understood why
most
you
other guests don't
pay him,
make
but I get
themselves
it.
look
Yeah.
bad.
I get it. I get it now.
That's really the
I
only
have
reason.
never understood the payment. I understand
If
it
there's
now.
only good stuff
'Cause the
about him,
things
I'd be
he's
like, well, I'm not
sharing,
paying
you're
you for
like,
that.
Why the hell are you telling people you do that? Okay, I get it now.
And then it seems like
Sam, did you know that? I never knew that.
Well,
I never knew that it was a sympathy. Like, wow,
I thought it was obvious. It's because it's like he's willing to say these horrible things.
Not
that,
obvious.
They make people
My bad.
hate him.
My bad.
And probably is a detriment to his business.
Oh, it really is. It really is.
But he's willing to say them, so I'm like, well, you're some compensation for that.
I have voicemails. You want to jump in a few of these?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, Tom, Dan, and Sam. This is Nels Beatty. I'm from Minnesota here with my lady Desiree, and we're watching Kickboxer on TV, kind of going through the stats of the main guy that plays John's brother, who actually was a actual kickboxer, which is really interesting. Now he was 92% knockout rate as a kickboxer in the heavyweight. Fantastic kickboxer. But we're looking at John, and she brought up a stat that I thought was interesting to me. And you know, Tom, I know you always talk about wanting your kids to have grit and be tougher. So that, to me, makes me sound like you think they're weak. So my lady Desiree, she found this stat about John Claude. I'm going to have her read right now.
His father introduced him to martial arts when he saw his son was physically weak at the age of 11.
So you got to talk to Seth, get your boys enrolled in karate. They'll be just
Wow, they just called your boys weak. Right in your face.
No, they're not weak.
It's, I constantly try to work on things that are, I see that maybe are not their strengths, right? So, like, they are great people, and they are super kind and very,
they're generous
please and thank you.
They're lovely. They're like loving kids.
And they're loving and good people, and
Yeah,
I love
they're
that
good
about
folks.
them. So then I just now am trying to push them to be more, tough and resilient,
or like
and
outgoing,
outgoing,
or
like
like just
confidence,
put yourself out there,
building confidence and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which
it's hard.
And I'm only talking about the negatives. But talking about the positives is not funny to me.
It's not.
So it's hard because the whole show seems like I'm just making fun of
You're
everybody and only talking about the negatives of everybody around me. But the positives aren't funny. So you have to focus on the negatives.
Yeah. I could tell you how proud I am of Macy's dancing, but why would you want to listen to that?
It's not
Why would
funny.
you want to hear that?
Yeah.
Of course I'm supported. I'm her GD dad.
But I do agree that getting him into some martial arts would have benefit to them, but
I don't think they want to do that though, right? I don't think they've shown
I
it.
don't know that they want to do any of the activities Tom signs them up for, though.
Yeah. They don't show any necessarily passion. Now, Max, his breakdancing class, he actually loves going there and
That's awesome.
doing it. I think he just likes learning the breakdancing moves and whatever.
cool.
So when he leaves there, he's
It's
like, I
also
can't wait to go back.
It's back. Breakdancing is back.
And it really is just about going to some place every week. It doesn't matter what it is.
Sticking
And
to something, yeah.
It doesn't matter what the activity is. It's like, can you have the discipline to go every week and do whatever you need to do in the class and then want to get better at it. And it's like learning that, I feel, no matter what it is a benefit to them. So even like a martial arts would be fine. Plus, the discipline in it, I feel like it has great advantages to
There's
everybody.
steps. I always like the stuff that has steps. Sorry, got to do that first. You got to do it. Now do the steps.
It's just really showing up. That's everything in life, right? Is just about showing up for whatever you have to do and getting through it.
Yeah.
And once you learn how to do that, you have a great advantage over the rest of society. Right?
Sure.
Like,
No, you're
especially
right.
young.
Yeah.
Just getting someone to show up. Like, talk to any employer.
And not complain.
that
Like, can you
employs
show
young
up and not complain?
and do a good job?
Yeah.
And then want to do a good job and then not. Yeah. And then
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard for adults to do. It's hard for me to do that.
But doing that at a young age would
important.
give you a huge advantage over the rest of your peers,
Yep,
right?
makes you tough.
And once you do that, then you're good for
Yeah.
life, I feel like.
I think you're tough. Guys, the trailer. Where are we at on the trailer? Are we done
What
with
trailer?
Tom's trailer and the trailer sticker and the VIN number and getting
the boat trailer.
getting the cop to go by the boat place and then to look at it?
No,
and then-
there's no looking at anything. I have to take it to the junkyard.
I mean, there's
get it
just
weighed.
take it to the junkyard.
Well, they gotta weigh it. So then once they weigh
They
it,
can't do that at the DMV?
No, they don't have a weigh station. So once I weigh it, then I get a certificate for the weight, and then I have to go in there and lie to an adult's face and say, I built a 25-foot trailer. This is how much it weighs. I want a tag associated with that trailer. Thank you. And then they have to look at me in the eye and know that I'm lying because, of course, I didn't build a 25-foot boat trailer by hand. Double axle boat. You're like,
who knows how to do that?
Look at my hands.
They don't know you.
No, but they know.
That's what you're supposed to say.
If
you don't know me,
they're like, you're supposed to like, you don't know me.
Exactly. No one's gonna question that. That's absurd.
I know
the
they're not
chat
gonna
room
question.
is saying Tracy in the chat room, who I know you love Tracy. We're all very close to, very fond of Tracy. Tracy says this is never happening. That's one of your right hand men, right there. Has zero.
That's
belief
the only.
in you.
That's the
Zero
only. I'm
belief in
going
you.
and doing it. I'm doing it, and I'll tell you the whole story.
Hey guys, so there's two solutions to Tom's trailer problem. So what happened to your original VIN number is they're usually on stickers. So yeah, the thing either wore off, fell off. Half the time you can't even see them. So you can get the VIN number off of your registration, have Dan print you out one, and like you need to put your like gross tonnage, like maybe the axle weight, Google that, figure that out, or just give them some BS number. Or like I did, I had an old trailer that rusted out, fell apart. I used that registration for the new trailer I bought off of someone that was.
So this is the problem.
I don't know where it may have came from, but legal. You tell them.
Here's another one like this.
So the trailer thing, Tom, it's Dan in Palm Bay. How's it going? The trailer thing comes up over and over again, and nobody wants. You're supposed to do the lie and the other thing that you're saying about homemade and. Nobody wants to come up off of the problem here, which is you got sold a stolen trailer, homie. The guy
you got sold a stolen trailer, homie.
No, it's not stolen. I'm talking to
you got
Falconers.
sold a stolen trailer, homie.
No, it's not
I
stolen.
had to put the homie on it for emphasis. You got sold a stolen trailer, homie.
No, it's not stolen.
Hold on.
You got hold on. Hold on. You got sold a stolen trailer, homie.
Merchman in the chat says, if Tom does this, I'll send him a free t-shirt.
Oh, man. Why is the staff beating up on Tom? You know what? I don't allow that. One demerit for Tracy, one demerit for Eric.
If you are
two demerits
building trailers, right? Well,
I think we're just like either do it or don't or shut up, right?
Okay, well, I'm shutting up. There's like listeners.
A demerit for Sam.
It's
Wait, I thought it's funny to be negative. I'm getting confused today.
I take your demerit away.
I'll end with this. You're a trailer manufacturer. You're building these trailers, right? And then you put a sticker with the VIN number on the side,
easily
right?
float away.
And then
Not their problem.
No one looked at the sticker when they it's going out the factory door, right? It's brand new, right?
Bye-bye.
Aluminum double axle trailer.
Some old sucker is gonna lose this thing in a couple years.
The damn thing is $20,000. I don't know how much it is brand new. It's expensive as hell.
Could be more than that.
And then they put a sticker with the VIN number, and they never thought this is gonna cause some problems in a couple years.
Yeah.
Sticker's cheaper, man.
This is gonna be a real mess. This is gonna be a real mess for multiple people.
I mean,
for cops, for the people that own it.
You built this huge aluminum trailer double axle thing, and you can't put something more durable than a sticker on the side, thinking
I mean, this is what you
down
do to
the
me.
line,
You make me cheap out, and we get to the end, and I'm like, I need the thing. You're like, just get a sticker, and I'm like, all right. Right?
I'm gonna stop talking about it, but I'll tell you when I do it.
Okay.
All right. Which by the way, I don't believe. Everybody tells me. Everybody just go in the DMV and then say, I built my trailer first time at my house. Here we go.
Don't say it like that though.
It's
It's like you're reading a statement.
I built my trailer
No.
by myself. It is homemade. The gross tonnage is this.
Because the idea being the DMV employees, they're not Sherlock Holmes. They don't care.
They do not care.
No, you come in there and you go,
I got sold a stolen trailer, homie.
they whatever you tell them they'll do. They're not questioning. They're not trying to have an investigation of whether or not you did this. They just listen to what you say and then do what you say. Right? They're not questioning whether.
They don't give a
But
damn.
with your lug, you're gonna.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's the same thing Dewayne was saying when you talk about it on the show.
He's right.
No, the show. No, I mean only our listeners will listen. I'm gonna go in there and I'm like, I built a trailer, and they're.
Oh, you did you? Let's see it.
They're like, what'd you use? And I'm like, I'm like aluminum, and they're like, you welded it. Tell me about the
and
welding.
Then you're like, you must listen.
You're overthinking this.
You must listen to the Arc Junkies welding podcast.
I know, but if they
what kind of welds did you
But
use?
Sam, I'm not ready to be questioned in any way.
They don't ask questions at the DMV.
All right. I'm just, I'm gonna take. Now you say that everybody is telling me that.
She's gonna ask
what
questions.
I'm saying,
Guaranteed, it's gonna. Yeah.
Let's make a bet right now.
I hope they don't. I would love to pay the bet because I don't want to have questions asked.
You're gonna go in there, and then they're gonna walk out. They're gonna have to walk out with you.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, look at the trailer?
Yeah.
No. Or they're going to say, bring the trailer here.
Yeah.
We'll look at it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be like, oh, my God, I'm back to square one. And then they're going to look at it and be like, well, this is obviously not homemade, but I still can't find a vent anywhere.
No, wait, what if you wear...
So we're
what if you
in
make
limbo now.
What if you make yourself look like you make trailers?
Oh, what if I dress
What if
like
you
the
dirty?
Sheik?
Okay, hold on. The Sheik is back. The Sheik.
He's doing the trailer scam, blackjack scam, every scam.
Okay, so am I the handler?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be the handler.
Yeah.
I'm walking as the handler, and then they're like, yes, may we help you? And I'm like, I need a number for the Sheik. We take a number, we sit, then we go up there. They're like, how can we help you? I go, the Sheik made a homemade trailer.
What if I just get a spray tan? Is that still brown face and frowned upon? I feel like
if you go like tan mom tan, yeah.
Well, if you're pretending to be Middle Eastern, it is still.
Yeah.
If you're pretending to be a tan white person, it's fine.
Yeah, just be an old redneck.
Yeah, you can be an old tan.
That doesn't have the power that the Sheik has.
I don't think the DMV cares about the Sheik.
The Sheik is intimidating. The Sheik.
I got the whole thing.
Yeah, he's got the whole thing.
Yeah,
He's got a beard.
headdress.
He's got the beard and everything.
Yeah. And then the
and
whole robe.
And he's got the checkerboard.
Yeah.
The checkerboard. They're like the Nostradamus, the end of the world.
Yeah.
The checkerboard.
Yeah. And I go in there.
Blue checkerboard.
Yeah. And then I have to wave my arms around.
Hey!
Like Miami.
And I'm like, sorry. I'm like, calm down, Sheik. And they're like, what's going on? I'm like, the Sheik is very unhappy.
Yeah. I bring my own chair into the DMV.
It's golden, though.
All right. We got to get out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
And then we can either finish Tuesday with another 12 minutes for 4, or we can go to lunch early. It's up to you. I mean, we might as well, right?
That was Tuesday 2?
Tuesday 2. Because then after lunch, we have Toll Road at 1, and then Joe Neal at 1:30. So, yeah, we should probably... Unless you want to save Toll Road for 4.
Yeah, I'll save Toll Road for 4.
Okay.
And then, so Joe Neal will have to put on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. And we could put Wednesday 2?
We could, but that's only 12 minutes as well.
Okay. So we'll do Wednesday 3. Okay.
Now?
No.
When we come back.
All right, so we're going to lunch now.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go to lunch.
All right, guys. We'll